family, happy Monday. How's everybody doing today? I hope well. So I'm gonna try and frame my own jersey. If everybody remembers, maybe coming a little closer for this part. The Card family got me this Michael Irvin autographed jersey, and I wanted to frame it, but it costs a lot of money to professionally frame a jersey like this. So I went online and I did some searching around, and I found this product from sfdisplay.com. I'll put a link to this in the video, and give a description of, you know, where to find it, what product I used, all that. I don't know how this is going to turn out. So just to give you an idea what you get, you can order your own matting in whatever color you want, and it's double matted. So I ordered a silver mat with the blue border. That's the double matting, and I set it up for 2 vertical 8x10s, and I want the jersey to be framed horizontal. So you can arrange that matting however you want the photos arranged, how you want the jersey orientated in the frame, any of that. Really cool. I think I made a good choice there. With the frame itself, can you get kind of in closer here where my hand is? My lovely wife is recording for me, and a lot of this is to prove to her that I can do this. So I want to show her that I can make a quality product doing this with my own hands, my own aptitude. It is a hardwood frame. It's a nice product. It's sturdy. This one's black. They have 4 different finishes. You can get black, cherry, walnut, maybe oak is the other one. I don't know. I went with black. It comes with this pin board, this cushion board that you'll put your jersey on, which is going to be crucial to the whole project. You can do white, red, or black in this. And then this is the mat board, which you cut out to put in your jersey to frame your jersey. So real quick, before I get started, something you need to do first, you need to wash your hands. So I already washed my hands. I'm gonna tell you, in this era of COVID-19, the fastest way to clean hands is washing your hands with soap and water. Don't worry about a hand sanitizer, but I did sanitize this table with Lysol before doing this in light of COVID-19. I've got this guy's video up to help me with it, and I made myself a stiff little drink because I'm betting that this does not go for me like it does for him. So I'm gonna let my wife, and you need to get a little helper. So I got a little helper, the egg right here. I'm gonna let my wife stop the video. I'm gonna get set up to start preparing the jersey, and I'll record that part. I'm not gonna record this whole process because I don't wanna do that to my wife. She's got other things to do tonight, but I wanted to give you an idea of kind of how this starts, how it comes, and then I'll show you a couple little parts of the process in the middle, and then how it ends up. I really think I'm gonna be able to do a good job here, but it's 9 o'clock Eastern, and we'll see what time I get done. All right, cheers. All right, so I got the jersey laid out, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a width measurement. So from here to here, I'm gonna get a measurement, and then I'm gonna add about 1 inch to that, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna stick that board in there and you want it to stretch the jersey. So I'm gonna add about 1 inch to that measurement, and then I'm gonna measure from the top of the collar down to the bottom of the board, and I'm gonna subtract about 2 inches for the border, because I want this to, I'll end up having to fold the bottom up, and I want the border at the bottom to just catch it. And up here, I've got it aligned to where I think this is going to be just below the border, which I think is how I want it to line up. So I'm going to stop and make those measurements and cut the board out to that length. I got the main cutout done, and so far this is a little harder for me than it is for the guy in the video. So, show you what I'm going to do next. You come in close here, like right here. So I ended up knocking a 1/2 inch off of what I cut out because it just looked too big. So now I've got it oriented, and I'm going to make a mark here and here, and then the same thing over here, here and there, and then gonna do that. And I'm gonna cut that out. So I'm basically cutting an insert that's gonna fit in the jersey. And I might relook at that because it's looking a little off, isn't it? Like left to right, looks a little off. Like that one looks different than that one. So I might have to revisit that and draw my lines again. You won't see this, but it's gotta be right. All right, so I've got my insert in the jersey, and you can see right here, you got this part that sticks out. So I'm gonna go under here with my pen. I'm gonna make a mark for the collar, and I'm gonna cut that out. Then I'll pull this out so you can see what it looks like, and I'll put it back in there. All right, so there's what my insert looks like. It's not pretty, but it's effective. One little tip, you see how I cut out for the collar there. Here on these corners, when you're pushing it up into the jersey, this point, when it sticks straight up, wants to grab. So I snip that off and snip that off to a 45. And now it's as simple as I'm just gonna literally just stuff this in the jersey. I'm not gonna record that. All right, so I cut sleeve inserts. We'll slide those into the sleeves like that. Unfortunately, the type of sleeves on this jersey, I couldn't triangulate the sleeves like the guy did in his video, or like my Emmett jersey. Gonna have to arrange them a little differently. It's not gonna look as good, but I think it's gonna look good. So we'll get those stuffed in the sleeves, and then I think we can start pinning to the board. All right, so I pinned it. I pinned it here, 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 inside here, 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 and then same thing on this side as I did on the other side. What I will say, the kit does not come with enough pins to pin it the way I pinned it, or the way the guy in the video shows it being pinned, just so you know. So now start working with the mat and then getting my photos together. So I just taped my photos to the back of the mat, to the back of the matting, and the mat board that I use for the jerseys, I cut out 2 of these a 1/2 inch bigger than the photo, and I'm just going to tape that down to the board to add some thickness to make up for the thickness of this jersey. So I also had some of this double-sided tape. You see it's kind of thick, and I already built up some thickness here, but I took that and ran it around this perimeter here just to give some thickness, because the jersey itself is raised off the board. So that should give it a little thickness to kind of hopefully make things at the same level, if that makes any sense. All right, next step. All right, so I'm gonna iron some of the wrinkles out. Not really gonna do this on camera, but you wanna use a piece of paper or something in between the iron and the jersey so as not to burn the jersey. There's not really a lot I can iron out. I'm mainly gonna focus here on the sleeves to try and get them to lay down a little bit, on the collar. And we're gonna put this thing together. All right. All right, kind of the moment of truth here. I got the matting in there, and I'm gonna carefully put my jersey in there. Hopefully it all stays together. I'm gonna close these up. Easier said than done. Take a peek.
From 2010 through 2012 alone, Mike Sorrentino received approximately $8.9 million in gross income. So it was a pretty fast, pretty lucrative.
So I'm gonna see these. I'm gonna go through and tighten all of these up, and you don't need to see me do that. So, well, a couple of cool little personal touches I thought I would do. Just got a little Ultra Pro holder. Stick that bad boy to the back right there. Got your JSA cert. Slide that in there. I might get some hot glue or something, hot glue it to the back at some point, but that way my JSA stays with the piece. And hey, you know, why not? You know, so today, why not put the date that I did this? You know, so 5/4/20, and this piece was actually courtesy of the card family. Right? Pretty cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take it downstairs and put it in a place where I can get a better view of it, and wipe it down, and let you see what it looks like. So there's my first go at framing my own jersey. I'm not crazy about the way the sleeves ended up. I almost wished I had left a little more sleeve over here to fill some of that. It's not too late to go back and try and fix that. If you look, my 8s are misaligned, so it really needs to shift to the right, maybe a ½ inch, if that. But otherwise, you know, for a first go, I think it turned out pretty good. I like the photos. If anybody's curious, here's where I got the photos. Ultimate Photo Source. That was an eBay store. Had quite a few Michael Irvin photos to choose from. I wanted to definitely get one with the blue jersey, since that's what this is. And then I thought that was a nice one to add there. Not bad for a first try. Again, I think I will adjust it just a little. I think I'm going to go in, say, pull those sleeves out just a hair, and then maybe shift the entire thing just a hair to the right. And I think I'll be in 100% business. But for my first try, I think it turned out pretty good, and, you know, fairly economical. Probably a little cheaper than taking it and getting it and paying someone to do it. So appreciate y'all watching. I know this was a long video. I don't know if anybody found it interesting or not. I wished I could have taped and recorded more of the process. I'll definitely include a link to the video of the guy that really does this well, so you can see that. But I'll put a link to the website. I'll put the model number of this frame, so you know what to buy. If you wanted to buy yourself one of these, I will say this is an extra large. So yeah, I appreciate y'all watching. Keep it real. I'm out. Hey, one other thing I wanted to add is this is actually not glass, it's acrylic, and it is UV rated. So something to consider when you're putting jerseys and things like that in there. You're worried about them fading. I'm not saying it'll protect them forever, but it will protect things better than glass against UV light. So I meant to add that in the video. Had forgot to mention it. Wanted to get that in. Let me know what you think about the colors I chose, you know, the black, the background, you know, all of this was a concern when I was getting it, you know, because I was trying to compare, but I have a white jersey, you know, to get the colors that appropriately match a blue jersey. So let me know what you think. Anyhow, appreciate you watching. Keep it real.